Hey, what's up guys? I was in the middle of writing a top 10 list for my favorite Dragon Ball Super foes when I realized there are way more than I initially anticipated. So many in fact that I thought this was the perfect opportunity to make a video where I review each individual opponent, foe, and villain in 10 words or less. Same rules as last time. I'll review each individual character using 10 words or less while giving them each a score out of 10. Now, there will be negative scores too. That doesn't mean that they are worse than a 0 out of 10, it just measures its ironic enjoyment. Because sometimes an hilariously bad character is better than a boring one. I will be taking into account all character purposes as well as their impact on the overall product. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's review each individual antagonist in Dragon Ball Super in 10 words or less. Hey, look, it's an enemy, I guess? Kinda? Dear Toei, please burn the Pilaf gang. Loved TNM. Interesting villain idea, great design, and tons of new lore. Hey, look guys, the Z Warriors can help now. Really cool design, but remove him and nothing really changes. Easily the most tragic character in this entire arc. Hey, you! What? A neat little character who facilitates a great twist. The closest Dragon Ball will ever get to an Oscar. I've got it. What if Beerus was fat? Botamo? More like Bortamo. Ooh! Genuinely took me by surprise and had pretty compelling episodes. Need new characters.
Honey, tea's ready.
I've got it! Kaba chameleon. He's fine, I guess. Interesting design with an even more interesting moveset. Half shark, half man, fighting evil, that's the plan, Street Sharks! Turns out Jolita's actually a really cool character. Who knew? Still a better anime than Botamo, and it's literal sludge. Maybe the most compelling character reveal in the whole series. So close to being great, but way too cliche. Additional sympathetic moments would have astronomically improved Zamasu. Sorely needed fun, lighthearted antagonist after chaotic, frustrating arc conclusion. Hakai. Jay, stop trying to make Barry Khan happen. I bet you forgot about this guy. So did I. Strangely nostalgic feel to this encounter. Very Dragon Ball. And just like that, the robber did more than Botamo. Basil, lavender, and bergamot. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect asses to kick. Justice! I'm the Raditz of this group. Thanks, now we know. And knowing is half the battle. A female Super Saiyan. And it only took 26 years. Kale's power is Maximumist! Very satisfying ass kicking, and they facilitated 17's reveal. Win. So this is where Metroid came from. Weird frog creature dressed in 18th century garb. Yeah, okay. Could have been a fun character. 30 years ago! First time Roshi fought Goku since early Dragon Ball. Somehow I actually like this character more than Sailor Moon. Anyone else think about a mouse drinking tequila? No? Okay. Stop being such a bitch! Oh my god, dude! I'm inexplicably evil in the most obvious way. Serviceable cannon fodder for Frieza to go berserk on. Ladies, gentlemen, I give you shonen anime's biggest problem personified. The purest example of a Dragon Ball character. Terrifying cuteness. Oh, what's that? You thought I forgot other characters in the Tournament of Power? Well. Sailor Mercury, Sailor Venus, this guy lasted longer than Hitler, that's sinking. Fodder, ooh, Goku got a fight with a yard rat, so cool. Look, I'm helping, oops. I give you the front cape, he's very shy. Probably the most uninspired design in the whole tournament. Tis Toriyama handjob, sort of, not really. Fodder, facilitated some interesting scenes, but still fodder. Universe 3's most successful fighter, eliminates no one, gets eliminated. Fodder, oh yeah, I think I remember seeing him, kinda. Oh, and he hung out with him, I think. With a name like that, he should have looked more Italian. Look, a distraction, fodder. Oh look, more fodder. Man, this universe is screwed. Really cool, intimidating design, embarrassingly and easily eliminated. Nothing special and a boring design. This counts as a different character, right? Right? Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century! Eliminated. Worst elimination ever. I never knew the Deep Sea King had a sister. Alright, Sosha, fooled me with the whole playing dead thing. I've been a pretty crappy fighter. Man, you suck. Really cool design with a fun idea. Classic yet fresh. Go home, Toei, you're drunk. He may have lost, but he's a winner to me. I didn't even know I wanted this, but yay! Basically Piccolo without any of the cool personality. They have like 3 ways of drawing Namekians in Dragon Ball. Facilitated a great moment with Frieza. Fodder, look at that widow face. Cool design, still fodder. I really feel like her name should have been Hop, and her name should have been Sorel. Fodder. Who even is this guy? Fusion of Tien, Krillin, Hercule, and Boo. You're welcome. Terrible elimination, but she's so darsh dang cute. What is this? Was this guy even in the show? Okay, now you're making these up. When was he there? At least we know where the great Crablante came from.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Universe 10 fashion rule. Always match belt with skin.
You know you're terrible when you're eliminated by a Yard Rat. Probably the only saving grace from Universe 10's roster. Flying fodder.
I is individual.
I'm also an individual.
I've got no strings to hold me down. Eliminated. Hey, I'm just a buff green guy.
Like, why, Toy? Why would you give this thing life? Ha ha ha! Prepare for trouble. And that's everyone up until the recording of this video. Now, to save you guys the trouble of digging through my video for the scores, here are my top 5 favorite antagonists in Dragon Ball Super. Top 5. Number 5, Zeno. This little football-headed, bug-eyed shortstock is the ultimate in all the universe. The very first instance we see him, both Champa and Beerus turn to putty. Heck, even Vados and Whis show concern when Goku strolls on up to him. Zeno once destroyed 6 out of the existing 18 universes once. With only 12 remaining, Zeno has created a tournament of power, in which the losing universes get destroyed. As it stands, no one in the entire Dragon Ball series has taken more lives. Number 4, Hit. Once we initially get over the hump of the movie arcs, we were greeted with an inter-universal tournament between Universe 6 and Universe 7, the former of which was captained by the character Hit. This purple fighter of few words has some of the strangest abilities in the series, and since his unveiling has facilitated some of the most unique and fun battles in the series. Truly, a character you don't want to waste your time skipping. Number 3, Goku Black. Literally everything this character did, I enjoyed. From his thrilling and suspenseful unveiling to his epic and fierce battles with Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku. This character took a concept long wished for amongst the fanbase and turned it into something truly memorable. He's merciless, he's powerful, he wants to wipe out every last human. He's black. Number 2, Beerus. What can I say about this character that hasn't already been said? Beerus is the reason why Dragon Ball Super exists and is playing out the way it currently is. He's introduced the concept of gods, multiple universes, god energy, and the overarching hierarchy that the universe is based on. On top of that, he comes packed with a fantastic design, an endearing, snarky personality, and surprisingly has a wonderfully interesting relationship with Son Goku. He falls short of nabbing the number 1 spot, but just by a hair. Number 1, Golden Frieza. If you were to ask me what I thought of Frieza after the movie in 2015, I would have given you a lukewarm response. However, what Super has done with the character Frieza has been nothing short of fantastic. During the Resurrection F arc, we got to see Frieza in full swing with the murdering of his crew and his brutal training with Togoma. However, it wasn't until the Universe Survival arc that the Frieza character reached new heights. Everything from his cunning, underhanded tactics, to his bloodthirsty, psychopathic rampages, to his patient plan to overthrow the gods. Frieza is one of the few characters that, in my mind, has stood the test of time and is just as relevant now as he was 1/4 century ago. But who really wants to know who the best are? It's definitely more fun, and controversial, to rag on characters and creative choices. Secondary and tertiary characters from the Tournament of Power are exempt as they were never intended to be anything significant in the first place. To qualify, you must have at least one episode as the focus. And so, here are my bottom 5 antagonists. Bottom 5. Number 5, Watagashi. Effectively, this is a way worse version than the Parasite from Parasite Maxim. It just makes people these hulking brutes with furry shoulders that are almost as confusing as Jotaro's hat/hair thing he has going on. Seriously, what is up with that thing? Watagashi's only purpose is to give a bit of shine to a character everyone had pretty much given up on at this point. Number 4, Urien. With a shit motivation and equally fitting name, Urien acts as a character for one episode and, along with a shoehorned backstory, kind of almost, not really, puts up a fight with Ten Shinhan and Goku. The purpose of this episode is to reintroduce us back to Tien, and that's pretty much it. She's very forgettable. Number 3, Shisami. As a character who was in multiple episodes and had an imposing design, I was expecting much more from this big red brute. He effectively shows up, punches a bit, gives Gohan a tight hug, gets overpowered by Gohan, and shot by Frieza. That's it. And I'm not cheaping out on you here. That's literally everything he contributes. Number 2, Jiren. I am going to get crucified for having this guy on my list. But before you raise your pitchforks, hear me out. Everything that is wrong with Dragon Ball can be found in this character. Inexplicably strong? Check. Little to no dialogue? Check. No personality? Check. No backstory? Check. Came out of effectively nowhere just so that Goku wouldn't be the most powerful one in the tournament? Check. Jiren facilitates one thing: competition for Goku. And I know that this is a common problem throughout Dragon Ball. It's even an issue in Z. That's true. But you know what Cell, Majin Buu, Beerus, Hit, Goku Black, and Zamasu all had in common? Interesting personalities. One of the most polarizing characters in the entire series, and one that I also hate, Broly, has a lot in common with Jiren. He's just this big brute that is powerful because fuck you. If it later comes to light that Jiren actually has a personality, then great. But as of right now, everything from his design, motivation, and personality is either non-existent, lazy, or uninspired. If he wasn't the main focus of this entire arc, I'd let him off. But he is. Number 1, Botamo. He's shit. Boring, always poorly animated, boring, unoriginal bland design, boring, does nothing for the main characters, is completely void of personality, and is so fucking boring. Forget Dragon Ball Super. This guy could be the most boring opponent in all of Dragon Ball. If you guys would like to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe down below. I try to upload at least once a week, and I take suggestions from the comments also. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching.